December 7. I can do things you cannot, and you can do things I cannot. Together we can do great things. December 7. Act all your ages. Both the very old and very young have open channels to the spirit world. Maybe the rest of us have more static. And they rode clouds in all their ages. I feel in myself the stubborn 2-year-old and euphoric 90-year-old, and sometimes at the same time, all the ages in between. I feel we are each given opportunities to be many ages, like cheese and wine and fine furniture become better with time. The first sprouts of spring are equally precious. We are gifted in all of our ages. I remember my friend Mr. Boggs and I sitting on his floor together when he was 80 and I was 10. He showed me how to operate a microscope and we giggled over what he saw. In that moment, we were the same age. You can always act all your ages. Allow all your ages out to play. Aloneness in which there is no fear. It is only when the mind is capable of shedding all influences, all interferences, of being completely alone, there is creativeness. In the world, more and more technique is being developed, the technique of how to influence people through propaganda, through compulsion, through imitation. There are innumerable books written on how to do a thing, how to think efficiently, how to build a house, how to put machinery together. So gradually we are losing the initiative to think out something original for ourselves. In our education, in our relationship with government, through various means, we are being influenced to conform, to imitate. And when we allow one influence to persuade us to a particular attitude or action, naturally we create resistance to other influences. In that very process of creating a resistance to another influence, are we not succumbing to it negatively? Should not the mind always be in revolt so as to understand the influences that are always impinging, interfering, controlling, shaping? Is it not one of the factors of the mediocre mind that is always fearful and being in a state of confusion? It wants order, it wants consistency, it wants a form, a shape by which it can be guided and controlled. And yet these forms, these various influences create contradictions in the individual, create confusion in the individual. Any choice between influences is surely still a state of mediocrity. Must not the mind have the capacity to fathom, not to imitate, not to be shaped? Should not such a mind be alone and therefore created? That creativeness is not yours or mine, it is anonymous.